Hi all, this is Dr. Artna Chaturvedi from the Department of Information Technology. The subject which I am taking is Fundamentals of Web Programming using Java. Within this, we have already looked at the previous session where we talked about various decision-making statements which were if else, nested if and later if. Today we further see to other decision-making statement, that is switch case. So a switch statement allows a variable to be tested for equality. It look for integral value. If you are having some list of values and you want to check whether the value entered by the user is among one of which are there in the list of values, then in spite of going for if else where you can check the values in range, you should go for switch case, because switch case always check for the integral values. Among the list of values, if any one value is lying, it's easy to check using switch case. So in this switch case statement, if you look at the syntax, you have to just pass on that expression which is having one of the value among those list of value over here, and to just keep a check of those all values, value 1, value 2, value 3 and so on. If the expression is equals to, if the expression is equals to this value, you can just execute or write the set of statements which you want to execute over here. Before ending the set of statements which you want to execute, once once the expression is having this value as true, you have to write break. What this break will do, this break will directly take you out from the switch statement. Once the condition is true, it will be going to execute these all statements, all set of statements, and after that, if it encounters break, it will take you out from the switch statements. And similarly, you can write down all the cases with respect to all the values which are there in the list. Before ending all the cases, you should write default. If any of the value which is mentioned in the list is not equals to the value which is lying within the expression, it will be going to execute the statement which you mention in default. So this is all is switch syntax of switch case, which is normally used to create menus also, or to check integral values. The rules which are to be applied to a switch statement are: the variable used in switch statement can only be integer or convertible integer or strings or enums. You can have any number of case statements within switch. Each case is followed by the value to be compared to which is there in the expression, and should be followed by colon. Like if you write case, and if it is an integral value 1 and then colon. So it can be 1, it can be a single character, it can be a string, it can be any like value which is of data type integer or convertible integer, strings or enum, but it should followed by colon. The value for a case must be same data type as of the variable data type. It is must. It should not like be this, that the expression is having some different data type and the case value is having different data type. When the variable being switched on is equal to a case, the statement followed that case will execute until a break statement is reached. Fine. Once this break statement is reached, it will take you out from the switch case. Not You can look at this example here. I am having one variable grade and having value C. I am just switching in the expression as grade and checking if the grade is equals to A, it will be going to print excellent. If it is equals to B or C, if I want to take same action, if the value is B or C, I no need to write any statement with B. Simply write the statement to be executed within C, type well done and then break. If it is D, it will be mentioning you are passed. In case of F, better try again. and if any of the grade which is mentioned over here is not lying within this grade, it will go to default and say it is an invalid grade. So we are starting switch from here. This is a switch start block and this is an end block. And then system.out.println, I am printing whatever the grade it is having and closing the main function and the class. So this is how we will be designing a flowchart. We are just giving as an input this expression. If this expression is true with case 1, this value, this statement will be going to execute it. With case 2 this, with case 3 this, and every statement is having a break if any of the statement is true. If any of the value is true, the statement will be going to get executed and it will be going to get out from the switch block. If any of the value is not true, it will be going to default executing the statement and come out from the switch block. This is another example. Here number is having value as 20. I am again switching in the number as an expression. There earlier it was a character, now it is an integer. So I am not putting single quotes over here. I am simply writing case 10. It will be going to execute this statement, then break. Case 20, executing this statement, then break. If it is case 30, executing this statement, then break. And if any of the number among the list is not lying or not equating the number, then it will be going to execute default. So in this example, as Java 7 started supporting strings also, so what I am doing over here, I am having two variables, one int month is equals to 7 and another string month string is equals to, right now it is empty. I am switching in month and checking if it is 1. I am initializing month is string as 1-January. In case of 2-February, 3-March, 4-April, 5-May and so on. Fine. So if in case it is not amongst 1 to 12, there is a default which is saying it is an invalid month. As in month already 7 is lying, hence that is why this case is true and it is displaying the output as 7-July. So this also we can do. We have seen integer data type, character data type used in switch case. Again it is an example of character data type wherein we are having char ch is equals to O and I am checking, switching in ch, checking if it is A, it is a vowel, in case E it is a vowel, in case of I vowel, in case of O vowel, U vowel. In capital also I checked all the characters, and if in case it is not amongst A, I, O, U, then default will be going to get work out. So I just want to let you know that we are just simply displaying only one statement, that is vowel. So in such a situation what we can do, we can only write all the cases together. First of all, case A, will not write any statement, then we can write capital A, no statement, then write E, no statement, write capital E, no statements, and in this way we can keep on moving, and at the end when it is case capital O, we can write the statement system.out.println, it is a vowel and break. So we will be saving our time in unnecessarily repeating the same statement again and again, when we know that if the case, any of the case amongst A or E, I, O, U in caps or small is true, we have to print only that system.out.println is vowel. So better to write once only. It will check whatever the case is true, it will be going to print this statement in each and every case. So we can do this also. This will be a better shortcut way. Here same thing we have done, like in case of number we are printing if it is 10. This example I have already explained you. This is called as fall through, because what is happening, see, there is an error, we are not mentioning break anywhere, And then because we are not using break, we have to be very much careful that in case we are not using break, we are wasting the time. How? So look over here. Here number is having value as 20 and I have written case 10 system.out.println 10, 20, 20, 30, 30 and default not in 10, 20, 30. What it will do, it will check it is 20. So it will go over here, print this statement, unnecessarily go over here, check 30 also and check not default statement also because break is not there. That's why it has fallen down to other case statements also. This is why it is suggested that after execution statements, once the condition is true, you can write any number of statement once the condition is true, like it is 10, it is true, write any number of statement, but it is must to write break. It is must to write break so that once the condition is true, your control will come out from the switch case block and start executing rest of the statements. So this is where I am using break. This is another example wherein what we are passing, we are passing a string. Earlier before Java 7 we were not able to pass the string. Here I am passing string as an expression over here and checking if the case is beginner colon level is equals to 1. So you can write how we are comparing. We no need to use strcomp, no need to use equals to. Simply you are writing if this level string, if this level string is equals to beginner, it will be going to print level 1. If it is equals to intermediate, it will be going to print level 2. If it is expert, it will be going to print level 3, otherwise level 0. And as it is having expert value, that's why the output is level 3. So this is also possible in standard edition of Java 7. So you should try this. Here what we can do, here we are learning, we can use switch within switch. See, we are having two variable. One is branch as C. C stands for CSC, E is for EC and M is for mechanical. And college year is 4. We are passing the expression as college year and checking. If it is 1, we are saying that you are having these all subjects, English, Math, Science. If it is case 2, we are switching in branch. And in branch we are checking. If it is C, we are mentioning other subject, that is OS, Java and data structure. If it is E, microprocessor, logic, switching theory. If it is mechanical, M, then drawing, manufacturing, machine, break, and then this break is for this particular case, case 2. For case 2, this is a break statement. So within switch, I am checking another switch statement. I am having another switch block, so I am nesting another switch block because I need check again. Similarly, in case 3, I am again checking the branches accordingly, mentioning the name of a subject. In case the expression is having college year as 4, it will be again checking the branches. If it is C, different subject. If it is E, different subject. If it is M, different subject, break. So here, as the college year was 4, and the branch was your C, that is why the output is like this. So this is an example of nested switch which I suggest all of you to try. This is a simple example where we are having an array day now. Here day is an array. See, here we are using enum day, and these all are the values which are in this, which we have enumerated for days: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. Before Java 7, this enum data type was not allowed, but here it is allowed. Here again I am creating a variable day now, and I am just storing the values as day.values. Day.values, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all values will come over here. Now I am passing for day now colon day now. For this is a for loop wherein each and every value will be going one by one from the array to now. Fine, colon means it is starting from Sunday and go till Saturday, and I am switching this in. this switch statement. Within for I am using switch case, and for each and every case it will be checking whatever the case is true, it will be going to print. So because in now, firstly it will go Sunday, it is going to print Sunday, then it will go MON, it will print Monday, then Tuesday, then Thursday, then Wednesday, because it's a for loop. So it will be going to get executed for each and every day which is coming in day as an value one after another. And this is a enum data type day having different enumerated values which we have stored in an array. So I suggest you, it is a very good example which you should try. And I also just told you that enum was not supported earlier before Java SE 7. Then wrapper classes. In switch case, wrapper classes are also being supported by Java, and we can use this in switch case. This is byte, short, integer, long. These all wrapper classes are supported over here. So what we do here, we are saying age is a variable of integer class. Integer is a wrapper class. It's not a fundamental data types int. It is a integer, means it's a wrapper class. Fine. And here I am switching in age and I am checking, and you can see that we will be able to use the wrapper class within switch case in this way. As the value of 18, age is 18, that's why this statement is executed, and you can look at the output, you are eligible for vote. So you should try this also. These all are the different assignments which I suggest you all of you to do and learn how to use decision making statements in various ways for different questions which are given to you over here. I've posted these are questions in Google Classroom also, you can get from there, and just solve this and give me and coming after 2 days. Today is 8th February. You have to submit the assignment by 10th of February. Have a nice day. Thank you. See you in another class.